In this video, I will show you how to use the index match function pair across multiple workbooks by using the Python library OpenPyXL. Here I have two testing documents that contain the same data. The first called document 1 and the second is document 2. You'll notice as well that the tabs are called doc1 sheet 1 and doc2 sheet 1 respectively. Document 1 has a column of numbers in ascending order, and Document 2 has the same numbers in descending order. Document 1 has the corresponding letter of the alphabet in column B, while those letters are missing from Document 2. Document 2 has the index match function pair in row 1 and is currently correctly collecting letter G from Document 1. For this video, I won't go into the details of exactly how to write the formula, as I have covered that in a previous video. If you are interested in seeing how to implement this formula, please click on the link at the top or use the link in the description. Looking at the formula, you'll notice something that you don't usually see in a standard index match function. The index array argument and the match lookup array argument both contain doc1 sheet 1, followed by an exclamation point. It also states document1.xlsx surrounded by square brackets. This portion of the string surrounded by square brackets is the document name, and the part following is the sheet of that referenced document. This syntax is Excel's way of knowing that this array and this lookup array are located in an entirely different workbook. So let's remove this column so we are working with a fresh workbook in Python, where I will show you how to populate the column with index match. I start by bringing in the workbook as WB and selecting the worksheet as WS. You'll notice that I'm only bringing in document 2. I don't need to bring document 1 into memory because I will not be writing any code that actually affects it. I will then save the work in the cell below. Here is the cell that applies the index match formula to the entire column of document 2. What I must first do is collect the absolute path to document 1. Document 2 needs to know not only the file name, but where that file is on my computer. Even though the two Excel files are right next to each other in the folder, I was hitting errors when I only passed the document name. It wasn't seeing the document there for some reason. I was able to correctly find the document when I passed the absolute path of the file in addition to just the name of the document. I can collect the absolute path by using the path module of the OS library and using the abs_path function. I store my absolute path in the doc location variable. Next, I use a for loop to iterate through a range of numbers. I start with the number 1 and use the max row attribute of the worksheet to designate when the for loop should stop. I add 1 to the last number because the range function does not include the second number within the loop. For more information about using the max row attribute to add data to a worksheet, click the link above or see the link below in the description for a video where I review that specifically. Using the max row attribute ensures that the loop exits once there are no more rows of data. I am using row as the iterating variable in this for loop. I am selecting each row as they iterate up one by one, making sure my lookup value is also increasing, so that the row of column B in document 2 matches the lookup value in column A of document 1. Everything else in this index match code looks exactly the same as the formula displayed in the intro to this video. The only addition to the document name and the sheet is the doc location variable preceding the file name. Let me now open my directory so that when I save this workbook, you can see the new one appear. I'll execute this cell now, save the workbook, and there we can see our new workbook has appeared. Let's open it up to check out our work. Given this is a live connection to another workbook, you have to click Enable Content to make sure Excel is reading the most recently entered values. I'll hit Enable Content, and you can see, as I click down into each cell, the index match function is appropriately applying the formula and pulling the content of document 1 into document 2 based upon the values of column A. You can see the inclusion of the absolute file path as well. So it's quite easy. All you have to do is write out the index match function pair, making sure the lookup value is searching in the right place of the array and lookup array within the separate document. Make sure to add the absolute path to your function as well, in case you are having trouble pointing to files within the same directory as your working Excel workbook. As always, thank you for watching. Let me know down below in the comments if this was a useful and informative video. Do give it a thumbs up if you found it helpful, as it really does help others find this content. And don't forget to hit subscribe so that you know when the next video drops.